And welcome back to Smackdown. We are kicking things off with LA Knight headed to the ring to address an issue that he's got a problem with as a result of Money in the Bank. Obviously, LA Knight was not able to be in that match. Let's hear what he has to say. He says, "Let me talk to you. Cameron Grimes, you came out here, you buy your way into the Money in the Bank ladder match, a match I should have been a part of, but now you find yourself as Mr. Money in the Bank and Intercontinental Champion. That don't sit well with me. Nah. So here's what we're going to do about that. You put that briefcase on the line at Saturday night's main event against the megastar with everybody saying..." So a challenge laid down from LA Knight. Oh, but Carmello Hayes music hitting here. And Carmello Hayes been all over the place. All kinds of gripes, all kinds of issues from Money in the Bank for him. Complaining nonstop. And now he's come out here to address LA Knight and his challenge against Cameron Grimes, I guess. Or maybe he just has a problem with LA Knight. I don't know. We're about to find out exactly what Carmello Hayes has on his mind. He says, "Nah, see, LA Knight, you weren't even in the Money in the Bank ladder match, but you know who was? Carmello Hayes. So if there's anyone that's going to face Grimes for that contract, it's going to be me, because I am him." Carmello Hayes showing himself off, making his claim to this contract as well. So a lot of controversy over this whole Cameron Grimes issue. And now we have Aleister Black about to join the fray. And we'll see what he has to add to this conversation. Obviously, nobody's happy about Cameron Grimes kind of weaseling his way into that Money in the Bank ladder match and walking away with a title that wasn't up for grabs and the briefcase containing that Money in the Bank contract. But let's see what Aleister says. He says, "Gentlemen, it seems to me that we are at an impasse because the way I see it, like Carmello said, you weren't even in the match night. And as for you, Carmello, well, I've beaten you already, and you haven't exactly been chalking up wins lately." That is true. Aleister makes a great point. Carmello Hayes has been losing nonstop. LA Knight says, "Well then, why don't we go ahead and get Teddy Long out of retirement so he can put us in a triple threat match now and settle this, boys. Winner takes all." Hey, it sounds like a good idea to me. Here's a referee, Charles Robinson, and we're getting set for this match. And Charles Robinson's changed shirts during the commercial break, put on the wrong shirt. Now he's got his official Smackdown kind of polo shirt going on. And we've got this triple threat match underway. Now, this is not for a shot at the contract. We have gotten clarification on that. Obviously, these three guys can't make matches. But one of these guys will be facing Cameron Grimes next week here on SmackDown. And based on that match, they could get a shot at the Intercontinental title at Saturday night's main event. Or I'm not exactly sure what the details are, if they're getting a shot at the Intercontinental title or if they're getting a shot at the contract. But either way, the winner of this match is going to face Cameron Grimes next week on SmackDown. And if they're able to beat Cameron Grimes, they get a shot at something, whether it's the Intercontinental title or the briefcase at Saturday night's main event. We'll see how that all works out, with Braun Breaker making a claim to that title on Monday Night Raw, walking away with it. So technically, for some odd reason, Cameron Grimes is still the Intercontinental Champion. So a lot of moving parts here, a lot of people upset about the way that Money in the Bank played out. But right now we got these three men in the ring. Aleister Black with LA Knight in the corner, hammering fist on him, and Carmello Hayes goes and grabs a chair. LA Knight knocking it out of his hand, not going to let him get a cheap shot this early in the match. Oh, but that Meteora by Aleister Black just crashed LA Knight right on top of that steel chair. Now Aleister with a big kick to Carmello Hayes, and another one for LA Knight. Taking the megastar down is Aleister Black. Carmello Hayes now with a submission hold, slamming Aleister's face down onto that steel chair for a moment. Has the crossface cinched in, but Aleister Black's able to fight out of it. LA Knight has gathered himself, trying to pick his spot. Oh, now looks like he's going for a whip. Oh, he's got the microphone. Oh, Aleister going for a pin. Knight breaks it up. And now all three of these men going at it in the middle of the ring. Aleister Black rolling to the outside. Carmello Hayes in control of LA Knight. Going for a cover. Gets a 1.5. But LA Knight gets the shoulder up. And now Aleister Black going for a weapon. Kendo stick in play. And just wearing LA Knight's knee out with it. Now Carmello Hayes gets kicked in the back on the way down. Steel chair in the hands of Aleister Black. A little payback as he smashes it over the head of Carmello Hayes several times before throwing it into his face. LA Knight back up now and looking for some more toys. Oh, a baseball bat. They're pulling out all the stops in this triple threat match. Now we know that there's no disqualification in a triple threat match. It's not necessarily an extreme match, but these three guys have made it into an extreme match. A lot of tempers flaring here. Aleister Black didn't quite have that headlock on. I don't know what he was wrenching back on. Slam dunk, followed by a cover by Carmello Hayes. Knight out of it, but Aleister up immediately, sweeps the leg, Cobra Kai style. But LA Knight with that suplex slam only gets a 1 count. Carmello Hayes waiting to pick his spot as he slides in, trying to catch Aleister Black, but was not successful. Just got brain bustered. LA Knight, a victim of another one of those leg sweeps and a Superman style punch, takes down LA Knight. Now Carmello Hayes with that final cut. LA Knight breaking up the pin there. All three of these men vying for a shot at Cameron Grimes. Nice scoop power slam there by LA Knight. Goes for the cover. Gets a 2. Now attacking the arm of Carmello Hayes is LA Knight. Aleister Black has the microphone and just smashes the microphone into the face of the megastar. Gets his face smashed in retaliation against the turnbuckle. Carmello Hayes down for the cover on LA Knight. Just a 1 count. Who is going to win this match? Who's going to face Cameron Grimes next week? And what is going to be the outcome for Saturday night's main event? Saturday night's main event is next week after Smackdown. And we're going to get further announcements later on about that event. Following this match, as a matter of fact. Oh, BFT takes down Aleister Black. Carmello Hayes rolling outside. And LA Knight is victorious. LA Knight will face Cameron Grimes next week. And if he can beat Cameron Grimes, he will go on to face Cameron Grimes at Saturday night's main event, either for the Intercontinental title or for that Money in the Bank briefcase. We'll follow that story as it develops. Lot of confusion going on here in WWE right now. But right now, as promised, we're going to hear a little bit more about Saturday night's main event as Natalya is back. General manager of SmackDown has returned, making her way to the ring with an announcement about Saturday night's main event. Can't wait to hear what this is and who it involves, because we literally know no matches for this event yet, and we're about to find out some information about that. And obviously we know Cameron Grimes is going to be defending something at Saturday night's main event, but we don't know against who yet. If it's not LA Knight, is it going to be Braun Breaker? Is it going to be somebody else? Time will tell. But right now, let's hear what Natalya has to say about Saturday night's main event. Natalya says, I'm back. Thank you, Post Malone, for filling in for me. But now that I am your general manager of SmackDown again, I want to spice things up a little bit. So starting tonight, we're going to have a mini tournament in the women's division. Okay. This tournament will feature 4 women's superstars in 3 matches to determine the #1 contender for Tiffany Stratton's world title. The winner of the tournament will face Tiffany at Saturday night's main event next week. Okay. So we're going to have a tournament. The first match of the tournament will be our main event tonight as Carmella competes against Alexa Bliss. Then next week, we'll see Charlotte Flair take on Zelina Vega, with the tournament final being in the main event. And she says, good luck, ladies. So there you go. Blockbuster announcement. Oh, I understand we got something going on backstage. Jade and Bianca. Bianca says, what's up with you, girl? You're not on your game right now. We just lost the tag titles to Rhea and Io, who don't even like each other. Jade says, so you're blaming me for losing the titles then? And she says, nah, you gonna play me like that? You were the one doing push-ups in the middle of the match. I'm not saying it's your fault, but you got to get your head in the game if we're going to get those titles back. Jade replies, like you do in your march before your suplex is different? Please, that's fine. You want me to take the blame? Okay. But I got to think long and hard if I want to get those titles back with you. So tension continuing to boil between Jade, Cargill, and Bianca Belair. Obviously, Bianca upset with, kind of the showing off that Jade did in the match. But Jade made a great point because Bianca was also showing off. They were both, doing their thing. But ultimately, I guess Bianca blames Jade for losing the tag titles. They just lost the match. I mean, it happens, right? So I don't know. There were issues going into the match between the two as Carmella makes her way down to the ring for this first match in this tournament and our main event of SmackDown here this week. So there was already issues there. There was miscommunication during the match. There was, missteps on both parts. And Rhea and Io capitalized. Bianca had been focusing on singles, glory. She'd been trying to get into Money in the Bank. She'd been going out of her way to attack Becky Lynch and Io Sky. And, now she's blaming Jade for the entire thing. Maybe her focus was not on the tag titles. So, I don't know. It's going to be interesting to see how that particular relationship plays out in the future. If they do get back together and go for the tag titles, or if they go at each other. I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen there. Don't want to instigate. But right now we've got Alexa Bliss and Lily on their way to the ring for this tournament match. The winner of this match will face the winner of Charlotte Flair and Zelina Vega in next week's main event. So we will have Charlotte versus Zelina at the beginning of the night, and then whoever wins that match is going to be doing double duty to face the winner of this match. And that winner will then go on to face Tiffany Stratton the very next night at Saturday night's main event. So not the best of odds for that, because they're going to obviously be exhausted and have gone through 3 matches to get there. But that's the price you pay when you're going for glory. You're going for gold, right? Get tongue-tied there. All right, so here we go. Main event time. Alexa Bliss, Carmella. Oh, flatliner to kick things off by Carmella. And Carmella taking an early lead over Alexa Bliss here, surprisingly. Not, that Carmella isn't a fantastic athlete in her own right. Now Alexa fighting back, attacking the arm of Carmella. Anytime Alexa shows up with Lily in hand, it's worrisome. It's creepy, right? You don't love to see it. But Carmella not fazed by it at all. Holding her own against Alexa Bliss. Both of these women former world champions, so both deserving of this spot in the tournament. And any 4 of these women could easily be world champion. Zelina Vega is the only one that hasn't held that title. Would love to see her be able to advance and be able to challenge for that championship, but she's up against Charlotte Flair, 12-time world champion, tall order. So are we going to run it back and see Tiffany and Charlotte again? Are we going to see Alexa and Tiffany? Are we going to see something fresh and new where Carmella or Zelina getting that shot? This match will determine half of that equation, or you know, part of that equation, I should say. And Alexa firing back now after a little flurry from Carmella, but Carmella ducks under, counters, and brings Alexa crashing down to the mat. Now a jawbreaker takes her down as well, and Carmella on top of her game right now, standing a good chance at advancing to that second match, but Alexa blocking the effort on the apron, but as soon as she gets back in the ring, Carmella is right on top of her, stomping away at Alexa Bliss. Carmella out of action for quite some time. Now back. Had her issues with Nikki Cross, so this is interesting given the history between Alexa and Nikki and both of their connections to the Wyatts. Alexa catches the kick, shoves her down, and just starts hammering on her stomach. Now Alexa back to attacking the limbs, this time the legs. And is she gouging her eyes? The dark side of Alexa starting to creep out. I mean, when there's a shot at the world title at stake, you got to pull out all the stops. Backbreaker there, followed by a cover. Just a 1 count though. Carmella able to get her shoulders up. Now sent into the corner by Alexa. And Alexa, again, channeling that dark side, going to the chokes. Alexa can be bright and cheery and the friendliest person, and she can also be devious and deceptive and downright vicious. Just depends on which Alexa you're gonna get, but that right there was vintage Alexa with the moonsault knee drops. And Twisted Bliss misses. Carmella out of the way, but Alexa right back up. Catches Carmella, takes her down with a headlock. Carmella's got to regroup here. She almost lost it all. Had Alexa connected with that Twisted Bliss, it might have been all over. And now she has followed Carmella to the outside, attacking her on the floor, throwing her into the barricade again and again, and just picking apart Carmella in this tournament match to determine one half of the main event for next week. The winner of that main event going on to face Tiffany Stratton for the WWE Women's Championship. Alexa running in, seated dropkick, takes Carmella down. No rest for Carmella at all. She's going back to the eyes. Just relentless here tonight. Smashes her face into the mat. Corey probably freaking out about that. Oh, the DDT takes Carmella down. This could be all over right now. Alexa goes for the pin. 1, 2, and 3. Alexa Bliss advances in the tournament and will face the winner of Charlotte Flair and Zelina Vega next week on SmackDown. Alexa Bliss misses the Twisted Bliss there, but connects with the DDT and gets that 1, 2, 3 to secure her victory and her advancement in this tournament. Alexa Bliss might just be facing Tiffany Stratton for the World Championship as Saturday night's main event. But for now, that's your SmackDown. Congrats, Alexa.